Every nigga in the community, in the hood, toting a gun, his bullet is for another nigga. When he loading a gun, he thinking about killing another nigga. When he put it in his pants pocket, he hollering about this is for a nigga. He never think to pull that trigger and the target is gonna be a white face. No nigga, he don't even dream of that. It's a nightmare. If a nigga dream of killing the white man, he wake up in a nightmare and say, "Ooh, thank you, Lord, I thought I killed the white man." But he'll fantasize and dream about killing a nigga all day long.
Do you support Black Lives Matter?
No, I do not support Black Lives Matter. I ain't fought in one bitch, let alone 3 gay bitches nowhere. And that ain't to disrespect the gay culture. I just think the man is supposed to lead. And Black Lives Matter, they don't fight a nigga that's getting mistreated by the child support system. They ain't showing up when a nigga going to court with the injustices of the court system. They wait to a ragged ass nigga like George Floyd, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, little disrespect for ass. They wait till people like that get killed, right? Police ain't never shot a nigga with his degree cap on. You ain't never seen the police kill a nigga with a pair of work boots. Every nigga.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I know who this is.
So Charleston White, boy.
Austin White.
So his name is
Charleston
White. So he don't code switch. Now he will, like on his interviews, he'll speak whatever you need to speak, but he'll tell you the reason why he says some of the stuff he says. Because he does say that he'll play a character to get a rise out of people. But also when he naming stuff, when you think about what he's saying, it sounds more ignorant than what it is.
So I was, for the first, 60 seconds, 30 seconds about the whole black man, the gun in his pocket, and killing black people, I was tracking with him on that. I said, oh, this man speaking facts. Then that Neanderthal craziness about he's not following a bunch of bees and women don't lead and men gotta lead. He just went off the deep end with that. And out of my mouth.
What did he say? He said he's not following a woman nowhere. Let alone, what did he say? 3 gay bitches?
That was offensive. So, but can I say this? What I do agree with what he said, and that is very profound. So he does say something kind of shock value, but it's very profound. Black men typically will put a gun in their pocket or in their holster and walk around, legal or illegal, thinking about defending themselves more often than not against another black person. They don't go think about going around killing white people. I'll say dudes outside my house right now, they be shooting up everybody, all the community up. They're not going to Northwest, Georgetown, or to Stafford, or any Potomac. They're not going over there shooting up people and trying to find people to shoot. They really are thinking of shooting the other dude, black man looks like him, down the street because of territory, money, another woman, whatever. So I agree with him on that, and it's crazy to me.
Well, where you live at is also 90% black.
Okay.
Right. Violence is a matter of proximity as well.
The country. Okay, what's about the country? That we all live in the United States. Okay, can we agree upon that? And so I'm talking about the same black men that is in Connecticut, in Utah, or in Nebraska. They are not going out shooting white people. When you hear about them shooting as another black person, it's not about shooting another white person.
I think they were saying it's based on proximity.
Yeah.
But with the white people, what do you talk? That makes
all right. So, Asia, let me break it down
white
for a
people
second.
are mobile. They can go and.
No, what he's saying is white people kill white people just like black people kill black people.
But white people kill black people. White people will kill black people more often than a black man killing another white person. Say that I'm wrong. Please sit there and be wrong.
I agree with you, but I think what he's saying is that it's to black people. It is more. There's going to be more outcry if I go and I kill the white man versus if I kill somebody who looks like me. So as a whole in the country, a white person's life is regarded more than a black person's life.
That's true.
So
Black people, right? By black people specifically.
I agree.
Yeah, and I think Asia, I don't disagree. I was just saying what would be, and I think Eddie chimed in to say, because I had a question before, and we could do this another day, but is the hood or is hood wherever niggas is at?
I would say hood. Living in DC, I would say hood is where niggas is at, because these niggas out here shoot anywhere. in front of the damn White House, Capitol building. They'll shoot you in
So
front
do
of
white
busboys
people.
and poets.
White people will travel and shoot in front of the White House.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
will sit
Yeah,
there
but I'm
and
talking about these
not
local
even-
niggas I'm familiar with.
not even like the shooting thing though, but like you saw how everybody flooded, just to use this area as an example, PG County, and how it instantly got worse, instantly got more dirty, instantly got more poor, right? And now Charles County, the same thing. You got more crime, car break-ins, hard crime, carjacking, things of that nature. Now those people are moving from the poor places, right? So that could be the catalyst. But do niggas just do this type of shit? You know,
And there
and
is a
again, that's
mentality attached to that, right? You gotta have this opinion, but also consider the school system. You gotta have this opinion, also consider profoundly poor ass healthcare. You gotta have that opinion, also consider over policing, right? You gotta consider food deserts, right? Spiritual deserts as well, right? So you're not eating foods that reinforce some sort of healthy mentality. You're not in a spiritual place, right? There's no support system. You also got to consider that, a lot of the crime is being committed largely gender wise by young black men, right? Or young black Latino men or whatever, right? Who's raising them, right? A lot of them are coming from single parent homes, mostly women, right? So there's no structure. There are not a consistency of men who stand on something to wrangle these little niggas up like, yo, like, stop fucking up, right? So we're running free. And it's just like every person that gets on public transportation and you see like 15, 20, 60-year-olds coming, you nervous as hell. You don't know what's going to go down, what they're going to do, none of that.
I think it's a mentality, and I think it's across races. Honestly, I'm being very honest. I think it's a mentality.
How do you show up?
Right, but I just gave you context to that mentality, right? So just saying it's a mentality, like without giving it context.
I'm about to. I wasn't even done finish my statement, Eddie.
And then let's tie it in. Let's tie it into how you show up in the culture and the community, because I think that's what Eddie just kind of broke down. Go ahead, Asia.
So those are two different topics. So if I'm going to go along the same vein in my initial statement, is it's the mentality, I'll go along that vein. But if you want to talk about how we show up in the community, that's a different question. So which way you want me to go?
I don't care.
Okay. So I think I'll go with my statement. Then it's a mentality. And so if you ever heard of the term poor white trash, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is basically a nigga mentality, but it's for white people, right? We're juxtaposing the white and the black, right? And so it's a mentality it's a poverty mentality. And so it's not just isolated to black and brown communities. There are poor white trash. I grew up around them when I was living in Erie, Pennsylvania. And so when they wanted to act a certain way, they felt they wanted to be down, they would come hang with us and be in our community because they felt more at home and more relational and related, because they felt that was the way of life and that was a cool thing to do. But then they code switched when they went back home and showed up in their community, how they were raised and bred to interact. And so it's a mentality. And so some of them grew up in the prestigious white neighborhoods, and they grew up when they got outside their parents' house, they came and lived in the quote unquote ghettos because they were relational with that mentality of trash everywhere, cussing out people, cussing your kids out, cussing adults out, and being totally disrespectful to yourself and to others. And so it's a mentality, and it's across all races, because you also have Asians that also that what I hate using this word, but I'm just trying to get a point across. I'm trying to move it, but it's ghetto, the nigga mentality. It's across races.
So it's us. So everybody ignorant, they got a nigga mentality.
No, that is not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. I said
that's what I heard, Ham.
Relational.
You heard, right?
No, I'm making it relational.
Wow. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
That is not what I'm saying. I just sat there and said poor white trash, trailer parks.
So you're
and I said, because Eddie was saying nigga mentality. Eddie was saying nigga mentality. It's a bunch of black people. I'm like, no, they got that, I guess, nigga mentality too, but it's called poor white trash. It's called.
What about the Asians though? You didn't have a name, so you said you went back to nigga.
Because you cut me off. I was sitting there trying to make y'all understand my point I was trying to come across. And they have Asians that act ghetto too. that sit there and feel that they want to be a part of this culture to where they don't care and it's cool to be lazy and it's cool to be disrespectful. I don't know what they're called. I didn't go from around a lot of Asians. The poor white trash was very well known. The niggas was very well known. The ghetto Puerto Ricans was very well known in Erie. The Asians wouldn't lie to them. So I don't know, but I do know they have gangs, they have mafias, they have the thugs, street thugs that sit there and rob people, that sit there and do little petty crimes.
What's it tying to though? How do you show? So what does this all mean?
I don't understand your question. I'm sorry.
Like, what are you saying? So yeah, everybody has hood mentality.
Thank you. That's the word. Hood
right?
Yes.
But okay, so what does that mean in correlation to how you show up in the culture?
That's a different question. And so what culture are you talking about? That's a different question.
Asia, he been done asked the question though. You ain't answered.
Yeah.
He told me to go down which vein? Go down this vein, go down that vein.
Because you said culture / community. I'm not you talking about that, and then you just telling us that everybody got poor people who act foolish. Yeah.
That's wrong with what Eddie was saying. I asked y'all which one you want me to answer. Eddie was saying, or the other one. Don't do that. When you rewind the tape, y'all see what I was talking about because I actually asked you. You said,
"Well, another detox."
All right, yeah, that detox, boy. God.